Have you ever been rejected so deeply that it felt like the whole world turned its back on you? A door slammed shut, a message left unanswered, or a cold glance that made you question your own worth. But what if I told you that every no you've received is actually a hidden yes from the universe? Would you believe it? In this unpredictable world, rejection isn't the end. It's the beginning of a new kind of strength. Today, let's explore the art of transforming rejection into growth through the Stoic philosophy of Marcus Aurelius, where you learn to stay calm in the storm and use every moment of being ignored as fuel to rise stronger than ever before. Are you ready to turn every rejection into your own victory? 1. Ignore them. Not everyone is capable of recognizing your true worth, and that's perfectly fine. People see you through the limits of their own perception, not through reality itself. So never let someone's narrow vision dim your inner light. Choose to ignore them, not out of arrogance, but out of self-respect. Every moment you waste trying to prove yourself to those who can't appreciate your value is a moment stolen from your growth. Focus your energy inward. Read one more page, master one more skill, build one more habit. Strength isn't found in convincing others, it's found in refining yourself. When you invest in your own development, the rejection, the indifference, the misunderstanding, they all shrink to insignificance. Eventually, you'll reach a point where their opinions no longer matter, because your confidence and clarity will speak louder than any validation. 2. Stay calm. Emotions are like waves. Powerful, unpredictable, and ever-changing. But remember this, you are not the wave. You are the ocean. The ocean does not fight the waves. It allows them to rise and fall, knowing they will always pass. When rejection strikes, your first instinct may be to react, to defend, to explain, to lash out. But wisdom lies in stillness. Observe the emotion, don't become it. Let the anger, disappointment, or sadness move through you like wind through trees, felt but not held. Calmness is not weakness, it's control. It's the space between stimulus and response where your true power resides. Every time you choose patience over impulse, you strengthen your inner fortress. The Stoics taught that peace comes not from changing the world, but from mastering the self. So when life tests you, breathe deeply. Be the ocean, vast, steady, and unshaken. 3. Remove them from your mind. They no longer belong in your story, and that's a gift, not a loss. Some people are meant to be lessons, not lifelong companions. Holding on to their absence only delays your own peace. When you constantly replay what they said or did, you surrender your mind to ghosts. The Stoics remind us you suffer more in imagination than in reality. So free your thoughts. Let the past dissolve where it belongs, behind you. Your mind is sacred ground. Don't let it be cluttered with resentment, doubt, or what-ifs. Instead, fill it with what uplifts you: purpose, discipline, growth. The energy you once wasted on their memory can now be used to build something lasting. Removing someone from your mind isn't an act of bitterness, it's an act of liberation. You don't need closure from them, you create closure through acceptance. Move forward with grace and let silence be the proof that you've outgrown what no longer serves you. 4. Prove your worth. Words are easy. Results are undeniable. You don't need to argue, explain, or chase validation. Your progress will speak louder than any defense. Let your actions become the proof of your value. Every moment spent reacting to doubt is a moment lost from creating evidence of your capability. Instead of saying, "I can," show that you can. Build, improve, and refine until even silence becomes your statement. The Stoics remind us, control what is yours, your effort, your discipline, your integrity. You can't control how others perceive you, but you can control the quality of your work. And when your excellence becomes consistent, recognition follows naturally. So don't waste energy convincing those who don't see you. Keep walking your path. Let success become the quiet, unstoppable response to every underestimation. The most powerful rebuttal is not anger, it's achievement. 5. Cut off contact. Silence is not weakness, it's wisdom. Walking away does not mean you're running from something, it means you're choosing peace over chaos. When communication only drains you or reopens old wounds, distance becomes a form of self-respect. The Stoics teach that what you allow continues. If you allow people to disturb your peace, they will. If you choose silence and boundaries, you reclaim your strength. Detachment is not cruelty, it's clarity. Use this space to rebuild your energy, not to resent them. In solitude, you'll hear your own voice again, the one that was buried beneath noise and approval-seeking. That is where healing truly begins. Remember, those meant to stay will never require you to sacrifice your peace. So cut off contact when necessary, not to punish, but to preserve what's sacred. Your mental stillness, your dignity, your direction. Sometimes the greatest act of power is to say nothing at all and simply move forward. 6. Prove them wrong. Do not waste your breath defending yourself. Let your evolution do the talking. Every time someone doubts you, they unknowingly give you fuel. Turn their disbelief into discipline. You don't have to announce your plans or argue your worth. Instead, work in silence, refine your craft, and rise steadily. When your results speak, even your critics will have no choice but to listen. The Stoics remind us that the best revenge is not anger, but excellence. Don't aim to humiliate them, aim to surpass the limits they set for you. Success achieved through resentment fades quickly, but success born from purpose endures. Be so consistent, so committed that your progress becomes undeniable. Let every small victory build into an unshakable momentum. By the time they notice, it won't even matter. You'll already be far beyond their reach. True vindication isn't proving them wrong to them. It's proving them wrong for yourself. 7. Go out and have fun. Joy is not a distraction, it's medicine. When life rejects you, it's tempting to withdraw, to replay the pain in your mind. But the Stoics remind us that we suffer more from our thoughts than from reality. Step outside, breathe, laugh, live. Fun doesn't mean ignoring what happened. It means refusing to let it define you. Rejection loses its power when you choose to stay light, when you refuse to be weighed down by bitterness. Surround yourself with energy that restores you. Nature, music, good company, or even solitude that refreshes the soul. When you allow joy back into your life, you prove that your happiness isn't dependent on anyone's approval. Life continues, and so should you. Dance, travel, play, explore. Every moment spent enjoying life is an act of defiance against despair. The world belongs to those who keep moving forward with a smile. So go out, have fun, and remind yourself, they may have rejected you, but they can never take away your spirit. 8. Build your social value. You don't earn respect by chasing it. You earn it by becoming someone worthy of it. The Stoics taught that value comes from character and contribution, not from titles or validation. So instead of seeking attention, build yourself until your presence speaks louder than your words. Invest in your growth. Read deeply, work diligently, connect sincerely. Surround yourself with people who inspire you, not those who drain you. Every action, every choice, every moment of effort adds weight to your reputation. Your social value is the reflection of how you treat others, how you hold yourself, and how you respond when no one is watching. Be useful, be reliable, be kind. These are the traits that outlast trends and applause. When you build something meaningful, your skills, your work, your impact, the world will eventually notice. But by then, recognition won't even matter, because your worth will no longer depend on who sees it. It will stand firm, visible to those who truly understand value. Be the person others naturally respect, not the one begging to be seen. 9. Act as if they don't exist. Power is found in composure. When you stop reacting, you stop feeding their relevance. The Stoics remind us that indifference is the sharpest form of strength. To remain centered while others expect you to crumble. Act as if they don't exist, not out of spite, but out of peace. You owe them no performance, no explanation, no emotional access. Carry yourself with quiet professionalism and dignity, even in their presence. That calm detachment is your shield. They may expect you to falter or seek attention. Instead, surprise them with stillness. Keep moving forward, grounded in your purpose, unbothered by noise. In time, their absence of power over you will unsettle them far more than any argument ever could. To act as if they don't exist is not denial. It's discipline. It's choosing to focus your mind only on what serves your growth. When you master that, you become untouchable. 10. Purposeful silence. Silence is not emptiness, it's power contained. In a world that constantly demands reaction, silence becomes the mark of mastery. The Stoics knew that words often weaken what action and presence can express far better. When you stay silent, you allow truth to reveal itself without interference. You don't need to defend, explain, or seek validation. Your restraint speaks louder than any argument. Purposeful silence isn't passive. It's strategic. It gives you space to think, to observe, to respond with reason rather than impulse. It unsettles those who expect a reaction because true strength doesn't shout. It stands still. Let your silence be intentional, not emotional. It's not about avoidance. It's about elevation. Every time you hold back a needless word, you preserve energy, dignity, and focus. Remember, lions don't roar at every bark they hear. They stay silent until it's time to move, and when they do, the world listens. Be that kind of calm. Speak only when your words carry more weight than your silence. 11. Don't beg for attention. Attention that must be begged for is never worth having. The Stoics teach that what depends on others is fragile, and what depends on yourself is freedom. So stop chasing what should come naturally: respect, recognition, affection. You don't need to prove your existence by being seen. You prove it by being centered. When you know your worth, you no longer need to demand space. Your presence creates it. Let those who truly value you come forward on their own. You don't need to shout, post, or plead. Live with quiet excellence, and your light will attract those capable of seeing it. Begging for attention gives power to others. Self-reliance gives it back to you. Walk your path with calm confidence, knowing that validation is fleeting but self-respect is eternal. The moment you stop seeking to be noticed, you begin to be respected. You become magnetic not through noise, but through authenticity and composure. Remember, the sun never chases attention. It simply rises and the world turns to face it. 12. Be kind, but emotionally distant kindness is a strength, not a weakness. But even strength needs boundaries. The Stoics teach that we should act with virtue, not attachment, to do good without losing our peace in the process. Be polite, be respectful, but never let your emotions be ruled by how others treat you. Kindness should come from principle, not dependency. You can wish someone well without letting them back into your inner world. Emotional distance doesn't mean coldness, it means clarity. It's knowing that you can care about people without clinging to them. When you detach from the need for approval or reciprocity, your kindness becomes pure, free from expectation, free from pain. Keep your heart open but guarded by wisdom. Give what you choose to give, not what guilt or nostalgia demands. The most powerful kindness is calm, measured, and self-possessed. Be gentle in action, firm in spirit, and untouchable in peace. 13. Don't show. Weakness strength isn't about pretending you never feel pain. It's about mastering how you carry it. The Stoics remind us that we cannot control what happens, only how we respond. You may be hurt, but you do not have to be broken. The world doesn't need to see your wounds to know you've fought battles. Let your composure be your proof. When you choose calm over chaos, dignity over despair, you reveal a power far greater than emotion. It's discipline. Don't broadcast your suffering in search of sympathy. Instead, channel it into growth. Use silence to heal, effort to rebuild, and purpose to transform your pain into wisdom. Show the world your resilience, not your scars. Smile, not because you are untouched, but because you refuse to be defeated. Real strength is quiet, steady, and self-contained. Remember, storms reveal the strength of the mountain, not its fear. Stand tall, unmoved, and let your endurance speak for itself. Every rejection is not the end. It's a lesson in inner strength. Each no you face is a mirror reflecting where you can grow stronger, calmer, and more certain of who you are. The Stoics remind us that life's tests are not punishments but invitations. To rise above emotion, to master the self, and to live with quiet confidence. So when rejection comes, don't shrink, stand taller. Let it refine you, not define you. True resilience is built not in comfort, but in the moments you choose peace over pain. If these lessons inspired you, follow and subscribe to the channel for more Stoic wisdom to help you live with strength, clarity, and purpose.